Hello YouTube and welcome back to Allie's Wonderland Creations. I am Alice Seraphin and I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in the United States. Welcome to my channel. So I just want to send a little shout out to all of those on the East Coast who at the time I am video recording this, I know that there are many, my in-laws included, who are departing the state of Florida. My in-laws had to actually depart the state of North Carolina because they, lived up in the hills right above Asheville. Asheville is where they went for all of their supplies. And they have no power and everything, so they were fleeing back down to Florida. And they had to stop in South Carolina because Milton was hitting. So as of right now, I don't know what Milton did to the state of Florida, but I know that there are many of you who live in Florida, and my thoughts and prayers are with you at this time. I know that you will see this after Milton hits, and I just hope that all of you are safe and you all have homes to return to. I know there is going to be destruction, and I pray that there will be mercy in these storms. I lived on the East Coast. I witnessed many destruction, Hugo being one of them. And I remember being scared to death because it was coming straight for us when it turned at the last minute and hit South Carolina instead of Georgia. It was heading straight for us at Kingsland. And it turned. And it was devastating. And there's nothing you can do when it comes for you like that. So just please know that I am thinking of you. With that being said, I'm going to lighten the mood a bit, and we're going to get back to this paper pumpkin video because I am at the close end of this. So this, what 30 and 31 will view on the same day, though they will be separate videos. But yes, my heart is heavy. There is, and I still have friends and everything on the East Coast that, I'm like, are you guys evacuating? What are you guys doing? And some are, holding out. And I'm like, oh, please go stay with somebody, go farther up the coast. So I hopefully everybody is heeding the warning. I know there's some who like to hunker down. I had nowhere to go when Hugo was coming. I mean, I couldn't afford to get out. I knew nobody really. And I went to our landlords, actually. They told me, because I rented a little tiny trailer, and they actually had a stick-built home. And for the entire week, they told me, no, you come here. This is where you are going to be. And I forever am grateful to them. So, Paper Pumpkin Alternative Video number 30. Please note that my whiteboard got off. So I made that note in the description part of my videos because I think it got off. And that kind of got me. But it got kind of crazy. I was trying to do videos and football, and it just kind of got crazy. So this one, I see all my little notes, which I do want to keep intact, but I do have to get off. I'm trying not to ruin my trash bit. So this is going to be for video number 31. So I'm going to set that over there because we are going to cut this card base apart because we are going to use this half. So let's cut this apart. I don't have anything written down yet because I'm still iffy on a few things. I do need to, by bending it like this, it helps me just get it right where I want to. I don't got to worry so much about looking because I get it right on the guillotine. Thank you, Carol. This is so nice. So this bit is going with the trash bit. This is what I'm after. Now I'm going to stick it back in again and cut off that little groove. And you can, I don't know if you can see this, okay? But you can stick it like there, and that little lip, that little where the fold is, where it's creased, it's going to catch just a bit, and I just kind of get it there to where it catches, and I just cut that out. So that's where it was creased, you know, where it was scored. So this is what we're after. We're going to do some stamping on that with that old weathered one. Now, if you have an embossing folder that looks like this, something similar, ink it up, and then, you know, I'm going to do a very light one. So you can ink it up if it's an embossing folder and use it like a stamp. You've seen me do that with the timber embossing folder. I've done it with just about all of my embossing folders now. It's one of my favorite things. I cannot find my timber embossing folder. I used it, and I don't know. I even looked for it in the house. I looked for it in the, you know, sink, the drying rack, because that's usually where I set them, and I can't find it. So I don't know where I've misplaced it, or if it could have fallen behind something like back there. So I gotta look. Okay, anyway, so there are ways, or you can just do a little texture. You can do a little speckly stamp, but we're going to do a little background on here. That being said, I'm going to use this as well. Now what I'm after is the pecan pie. So we're going to cut this little flat bit off. And we're probably going to use the flat bit maybe for the next video. So I'm going to set that over there. And now we're just going to open her up. Take a little off that side, a little off this side, open her up. And I'm going to put that in my box. This is what I'm after. And I only want enough to go behind here. So we do need to trim it down. Let's look at our size. So this is at 4 inches by, 4 by 4. So I want to make it a little smaller. So we're going to go 3 7/8 by 3 7/8 because I just wanted a hair shorter. Now, I'm not doing a shaker card. You could do a shaker card, but I'm not going to. I think that will do it. So with that being said, let me grab the little garbage bits here. Now let me show you what else I have. So we have the circle piece that's 4 by 4. The envelope, inside of the envelope piece, that's 3 7/8 by 3 7/8. I have 2 wheat pieces that are from the Autumn Expressions stamp set and dies. Right? If you don't have those, use 2 of the leaves, use some sprigs, do any other leafy bits, you know, that you want to do. There are so many options that you could use for this kit, right? And there's the one more. This is from the Thoughtful Stems dies that goes, Splendid Stems from the Thoughtful Splendid Thoughts bundle that was retired, right? There's lots of options on those. Now, I did use the old retired Sprig Punch. The Ever Eden dies has a really nice square frame die that you could cut apart and do what I'm going to do with this. This was just handy dandy. And you guys know I all love a handy dandy thing. So I forget if I had 3 or 4 of those sprig punches, and I cut them in half because we're going to glue those around the circle. Now I had this little bit, and now I'm thinking this is why I wasn't sure. I'm not going to use that. We're going to just stamp onto this. So let's put that aside. And this is a card base, and this is no, I'm not changing my mind. Yeah, I thought about it, guys. I thought about it, but I'm not. I'm actually going to put this one in a clear envelope. I'm going to need a mailer, so give me a second. I haven't done this in a while. So, do I not have a mailer? I don't. Okay, we'll make one. So if you're wondering what a mailer is, It's just a piece of printer paper that I cut down to like 4 by 5 1/4, and it's what I do my address on for. I just thought that that was 2 pieces. I know it's 2 pieces. No, maybe not. Okay. We need a mailer so we can stamp on it and make it pretty, right? So 4, I know it's already like 5 1/4 because it's just a half a sheet of printer paper. So that can be scrapped to stamp onto. So that's my mailer bit. So that's ready. This is basic beige. And we just need this bit because we're going to stamp off and stamp on. Let's get this over here as well. All right. And we don't want Cajun Craze. We want the crumb cake. Now, of course, I have told you that this is the old cloth pad, my original one. And I'm going to do the rub-a-dub-dub here. But if I had a foam pad, I would do this dab, 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 stamp, 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 right? So if you have a foam pad, tap, 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 right? If you have a cloth pad, you can do what I'm doing, and I just rub-a-dub-dub all over it. So I'm going to first take off. Oh, for this one, no, I don't think I have to take off. So we want to make sure it's going in the right direction. Because goodness knows me, with this one, you guys have seen me. I have taken it. Goes this way. This is the way it's open, so I'm going to turn it this way. I don't think it matters at this point, but there we go. This just helps your hands not to get ink all over them, though you know me, I'm going to get ink all over anything and everything. It just happens. So this is going to be, voila, let's see. Oh, really, really pretty. I can pick up a little bit more maybe down there. That's how I'm going to get ink on me. Okay, so that's it. So now that we just took that ink off, I'm going to huff on this really quick. So I'm going to pick it up and breathe on it. So I just did that. So let's turn it back this way. Now I'm going to take this one and I'm going to lay it on here. And we're going to do this again, but in a lighter version of it. Ooh. Guess what? We're going to do this one too. Stick it in there. Get that crackling look of it. Oh, that's so cool. Okay, I'm going to huff on it again, and I'm going to put that. Do I want? No, I don't. We can stop now. Yes, we can stop. All right, so those elements are done. And, oh, I really like this. So when we have the lines all going the same direction, look at that. And this has a sticky note stuck on the back of it. That was pre-stamped. That, I think you guys saw me using that at one time to give you guys ideas, right? And it was in my stuff. So this, oh. Now I'm thinking if I trimmed this down more, I could even back that like this. And do it like that. Or do I leave it? I really kind of like that. But I'm thinking if I trimmed it, okay, give me a second. I know I should never, but here brings in my crumb cake, right? But then I'm going to lose too much of the leaves. So we're going to say no. And to still get the same effect of the Cajun Craze, we'll sponge around the outside. that will solve that issue I'm having, that I want Cajun Craze on the outside. We'll just sponge it, because I don't want to lose, to cut that down enough, I would have to lose that much all the way around, and that's going to take away quite a bit of it. So I don't want to do that. So we're just going to sponge it. And I'm not going to dab off, because I want a nice dark bit here around the outside to frame it. Oh, and we can do the center too. Yes, we can do that. I think it needs to be a little darker right there. Oh, so last night, guys, you know, I'm sitting there, I'm talking with a couple of parents, and of course they all know I'm a grandparent, but we're on the dirt field, and it's black out there except for the one light, and here comes one of the coaches with Hank, and he's in distress. And I'm like, okay guys, I don't know what's up, but let me go see. Helmet's off, coach is walking him over, and I'm like, okay, what's up? And he's like, oh, he got stung, and he got stung bad. He's like, is he allergic? And Hank is hyperventilating. He's having a total panic attack. He got stung in the belly. The kids were all taking a break. Hank sat down, I guess maybe to tie his shoe. I never finished talking to him. And he got stung by maybe like a hornet. Something came out of the ground. Because this was one of those times where there was a soccer game on the good football field. And so they were in the dirt field. And yeah. So Hank got stung by a hornet. It made a welt this big. He's not allergic. I'm like, nope, he's not allergic. I said, but apparently he's done with practice today. I'll take him home and get some ice on it, and, you know, because he was choking and hyperventilating, and, you know, coach is like, yeah, I think he needs to go. Because he's like, it's pretty bad. He's like, he's got a good wallop of a welt looking out there. And I said, okay. I said, but he's not allergic. He's like, okay, but he needs to go. He's pretty bad shape here. I'm like, okay, yeah, I'll take him. Do you think we need to go across the top? I'm thinking a line at the top and a line. I don't want to do anything on the sides, but I do want to do top and bottom. So yeah. Poor Mr. Hank. And he did. The kid did not stop crying. He cried all the way home. His mom called. She's like, what's wrong? And I said, hey, you sit here and talk to your kid. I said, I can't get a word out of him. He is, you know, having full-blown panic attack. I keep telling him he's going to be fine. And I'll, you know, he just won't stop crying. And she's like, he's not allergic, Mom. I said, Justice, I know he's not allergic. I said, but, you know, he did get stung in the side of his abdomen. I said, I'm sure it's very, very painful. You know what? I think we're going to go ahead and do a little. I don't want to do my mailer. Do this. What if we take a little bit... Oh, I don't want to do that. I want a Q-tip. Q-tips are so good for so many things. So poor Hank, he was like, got home and, you know, he by then he's, I'm like, you're going to be fine. We're going to get you some eyes. And I said, somewhere in here, I have a Sting Ease little thing. He's like, what good is that? I said, it just helps to ease the pain of it. I'm just dabbing a little color on the wheat. So yeah. By the time his mother got home from work, he was better. But, you know, he kept coming in. He's like, I still have a swollen area down. I said, yes, honey, I think you will for a while. It's a bee sting. I said, I don't know if it was some kind of a, I don't know, do hornets nest in the ground? He's like, it came out of the ground. And I'm like, okay, Hank, don't sit over there no more. Oh, I don't know why I closed that up. But anyways, poor kid. So let's get this card together. So we're going to glue this one to this one. So yes. I'm like, Hank, we know that you are not allergic to bees. No worries. One of the other parents, she was like, I'm a nurse. I said, that's okay. I said, he's not allergic. He wasn't swarmed. I said, I'm just going to take him home. I said, he will survive this really well. Promise. He's going to survive. Oh, that's going to look so good. So we're just going to glue this down. You know, I felt bad for him, but even his mama, she's like, Hank, you've been stung before. You will get through this. And he just kept crying. I know he hurt. Bless his heart. But, and he did. We just think he had a full-blown panic attack over it. So we're going to probably get a couple extra circles up underneath that just because I think it will look good. So next is trying to get these off of the glass mat, right? Off anything. I'm not sure where to start, so we're just going to start, and you can kind of bend them around. So I'm going to add some glue here and start. Now I'm purposely not putting glue here and trying to get like so, because I'm going to have to tuck one up underneath this and tuck one up under this one. So I'm going to raise that up some. And just go all the way around the ring circle. Just have to give them a little bend. Oh, that one, see, that one I didn't cut. And for me, it's easier to put the glue on around the circle than it is to put them on the back of here, because then I get glue all over myself. I'm going to move that over here a little bit to cover that up. And I think I'm going to clean this one up a little bit. Give it a little tug. So here we're going to cut this one, and I think I just learned that I just need to clean this up a little bit more and it will work better. Like this little bit here needs to be cleaned up. All right. Little bend on it. All right, so these are going to be just like sentinels on each side. You could have one high, one low if we wanted. Let's see. Oh, I kind of like that. One high, one low. I really wanted them here, but I kind of like them offset. Okay, so I need a couple of punches, and I need the 1 3/4 inch circle punch. Hold on a second. Whenever I get up from a sitting position, my my knee, whenever I go to put pressure on or weight on that knee of mine, it wants to automatically just give way. So there's one. I want at least 2 circles to back it. And that's just scrap paper. So we're going to back these 2 together. Then, so I can put glue here. And for here, I can do there. Let's see. So we're going higher up. Right. Oh, that's really pretty. Thinking maybe a little bow right there. And I don't have any copper, and I don't want to go copper-y, so I think maybe a little linen bow would work. So remove that one. And this is just a 2x6 that my husband had lying around, and I do mean old. You know, he did give it a light sanding years ago. And 2 wooden dowels from the dollar store. And he drilled holes in it every 1/4 inch, roughly. And then he drilled some holes, which was really creative of him, along the sides to hold the wooden dowels for me. And I love that he gave me more than just, you know, 2. And he drilled them, you know, down long enough that they sit in there. And they also hold these little spools from Stampin' Up that they give you. I like the idea of sticking that right there. So he was very creative. Now, he made one for my aunt, but hers used a 2x4, and it was much smaller than mine, but it had held 2 little dowels in it. And I will tell you that, yes, you can buy those plastic ones. The wooden one, that one, it supports. It's not flimsy. It's solid. Oh, so pretty. So let's go ahead and now I'm wondering, do I want to go ahead and put like this piece on the inside? Not really, because you can write on this. It's just this is really porous. So what do we want to put on the inside? I know we want Cajun Craze. Let's cover up the glue bottle. And I'm trying to think about, so we have Thinking of You on the front. We're going to put Sending Autumn Wishes Your Way. And of course, Happy Thanksgiving, because that's what I'm doing, right? These are my cards, and I want Happy Thanksgiving on my cards. And then I really want some more of this on the edge. Oh, yeah, I do. That's just what I want. So we are going to pull this here, grab our scrap paper. I'm just going to ink up a little here. Not going to be straight, and it doesn't have to be. And where is my envelope? You saw me grab an envelope, right? Everybody, you saw me grab the envelope. Oh, no, we're not doing an envelope. We're doing a mailer. So let's go ahead and do the edge of the mailer. It doesn't have to be straight either. There. Move that aside, bring this back, and we can do some little Cajun Craze bits on the side. Switch out our ink pads. Just stamp that right up the side like that. So that's our card, and let's do our mailer is going to get the same, just right up the edge. Now we have our mailer. I am going to do one other thing though. For up in the address area, I'm going to stamp off the leaf, and again, so that my address has a little leaf in it when I stamp my stamp. So that's it, guys, and I hope that you guys like this card. I think I can add some Wink Estella. Oh, I can add those little pearly bit things to it. Let's see, to dress it up a little bit. So we're going to add some Wink Estella. We can add the gold. Oh, we're going to do the red. Oh, we don't have to add the gold. We can just do the Wink Estella clear. And we'll be all done. And then I'm going to work on figuring out the trash bit card. I love some of those come out to be my favorites. I don't know about you guys, but it's always interesting to see what you can do with absolutely nothing. And if you guys are not subscribed and you enjoy my videos, would you consider subscribing and maybe give it a couple of thoughts? I know some people don't like to subscribe, and I understand that. That's okay, but you know, just consider it. It would help me out if you do. It's okay if you don't want to. We're going to add another one like right here. And then I think one right there. Might be a little too close. I'm not doing a good job with this stuff right now. So thanks for watching, everybody. I think we're going to do a couple more because that's just not good placement. So we need 2 more. So maybe, nope, I'm going to leave it alone because I could really screw that up. Do you ever feel that way? Okay, enough's enough. You need to leave it alone. I need to leave it alone. So thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you liked this one. You can let me know in the comment section. I love reading your comments, everybody's comments. They're all welcome. So thank you all so very much. And please come back and visit me in my Wonderland. Bye-bye for now, everybody.